Hi, welcome back. Or if you're just joining, my name is Maya, and welcome to my channel, Cranleyplace, where I'm focused on Hermès scarf style, knot tutorials, and more. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to all the new channel members and special welcome to the new knot connoisseurs and elegant insiders. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the membership options. With the Summer Olympics taking place in Paris, I thought I'd switch gears to talk about the French artists tapped to create the official poster designs for the 33rd Olympiad. I'm talking about none other than Ugo Gattoni, who also happens to be the creative talent behind some highly collected scarf designs with the House of Hermes. In this video, I'll talk a bit about the artist and then look at the fantastical poster designs he made to commemorate the 2024 Olympic Games. Let's get started. Ugo Gattoni is a Parisian-born and bred artist and art director whose surreal and exquisitely detailed portraits, cityscape depictions, and strange, otherworldly objects and artifacts are renowned worldwide. Originating from Vitry-sur-Seine, a southern suburb of Paris, France, he graduated in 2010 from the EPSAA in graphic design. Working predominantly with graphite or ink, his work tends to be a monochromatic whirlwind of minute details, dreamlike characters, and typography. He tends to specialize in large format drawing performances created with graphite and black fine liner pen. His first major exhibition in 2011 included an enormous wall-sized mural in Paris that was 33 feet long and 6 feet high. He has now gained a reputation for his detailed and surreal black and white cityscape drawings and has been commissioned for many a commercial project ranging from luxury to editorial. It was his later book for No Brow titled Bicycle that attracted him the attention of Hermès, with whom he has been working ever since. His scarf designs you may know include Hippopolis, La Légende du Cheval à Plume, and Le Grand Prix de Faubourg. Gattoni's sources of inspiration travel through time and space. Highly impressed by the masterworks of Dali, Bosch, and Michelangelo, Gattoni is also very fond of Greek mythology and architecture. According to the artist, quote, "I like to play with scales, working on wall-sized drawings, offering several layers of interpretation to the viewer. I like to immerse people in a whole new world, both physically and spiritually. This type of artwork is a real performance, needing a great amount of production time and extreme attention to detail, and that's something I very much enjoy." End quote. He describes his creative process as very simple, sharing in a public interview, quote, "I first work on a graphite pen sketch for approval. Then once that's settled, I go over it neatly with my rotring to create the layout. Then comes the filling and the coloring. Overall, it's a very simple three-step process. I mostly do coloring by hand and very seldom use digital tools during this stage. Most often, I will only use digital to clean the drawings." End quote. The iconic posters for the Paris 2024 Games were revealed earlier this year in March at the Musée d'Orsay. Designed to illustrate the games which they represent, the posters are an honored tradition commissioned by every Olympic organizing committee since the Stockholm Games in 1912. As mentioned, these Paris 2024 posters were created in conjunction with French illustrator Ugo Gattoni. With their rich details, they are a dreamlike portrayal of a stadium city, echoing the city's slogan, quote, "Games wide open," and reflecting the project's ambition to bring sport into the city. The drawings depict a fantasy city that also serves as a gigantic stadium, within which sit the capital's monuments, symbols of France, various Paris 2024 competition venues, and several sports and key figures. The spectacular landscape invites spectators to dive in and discover an entire range of different details and miniature scenes that, combined, form a fascinating and extremely colorful whole. This year's posters were created using a diptyque design to bring together Olympism and Paralympism. Notably, for the first time in the history of the Summer Games, the Olympic and Paralympic posters were designed together. Each one can work independently while combining to form one seamless united image that tells the overall story of Paris 2024. By uniting in this way, they highlight and celebrate the shared ambition of Paris 2024 for the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games. One emblem, one slogan, and one Team France. Some of the elements, symbols, and values representing Paris 2024, Olympism, and Paralympism featured on the posters include symbols of the Games, such as the Olympic rings, the Olympic model, and medals. Symbols of Paris 2024, such as mascots, the Olympic Flames' arrival in Marseille, and boats for the ceremony on the Seine. Iconic elements representing Paris and France, like the Eiffel Tower, the Paris Metro, the Arc de Triomphe, and more. And then finally, the many sports that will be represented at the Games, such as sport climbing, surfing, skateboarding, and more. As we've seen with Gattoni's Hermès scarf designs, his drawings for these posters feature giant elements alongside tiny ones, and viewers are invited to lose themselves in the many different micro-stories that they tell. Gattoni reportedly spent more than 2,000 hours over 6 months producing these designs. So there you have it, a bit about the artist behind not only some highly collectible Hermès scarves, but the iconic posters to commemorate the 2024 Olympic Games. Please like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. In future episodes, I'll share other scarf reviews, tutorials, and more, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified of new videos. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time.